Hello friends, today I would like to share some impactful tips for self-appraisal. Now first of all, let's look at why are self-appraisals important. Because more often than not what happens is we fill up our self-appraisal forms in a hurry just because it is something to be completed by a given date. But if we step back and look at the importance of the self-appraisal, the first and the foremost point is that we are one amongst many. What it means is that a manager normally needs to appraise quite a few people, and as much as we believe that my manager should remember what I've done over the year, that may not be completely true. So we must keep in mind that I am one amongst many, so I have to very meticulously put my self appraisal together. The second point is appraisers normally have something called a recency bias. What it means is they would remember the recent events more vividly and clearly as compared to the events of, let's say, 6 months ago, 9 months ago, or maybe just the beginning of the appraisal year. Next point is that appraisal assessments are normally relative. Now, relative in this instance would mean it's about a team, right? And an appraiser has to appraise all the team members or all the direct reports and the direct reports. Now, relative in this case would mean that, okay, fine, I had done very well, but then there are other people who had done perhaps better than me. So, as far as my performance would be concerned, it may be rated as average. So, till the time I bring out all the points that while preparing for my self appraisal, I will always believe that I did the best, but for the appraiser, it is a relative performance that matters. The next point is appraisals can be subjective. Now, subjective in the sense like you did something very well in the project and it happened 6 months ago. Now, according to the appraiser, one would remember, yeah, this person did all right. So, fine. On a scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the best, okay, 3 is good enough. Now, that is not good enough because according to you, you may have done a fantastic and a brilliant job, but the subjectivity creeps in. And we also need to keep in mind that the contributions, achievements, and failures are registered based on selective perception. Now, in this context, what it means is suppose the manager is a very brilliant person who is exception in what one does. Now, according to that person, something exceptional will be a very different definition as compared to a manager who is kind of averageish or just above that. So, in that case, what will happen is the performance of yours will be registered as perceived by the appraiser and hence the selective perception. Okay, in the process to prepare for our self appraisal, what we need to keep in mind is that we have to do a lot of preparation. So, as the step one, I would strongly recommend that you take a notepad and write down all the projects that you worked on over the year, and then you write all the milestones of each of the project, and then also write down your contributions in each of the milestones. Once you've done that, then you map your KRAs or KPIs that were assigned to you in the previous appraisal cycle and see how does it really tie up with your contribution against each and every project. Now, one word of caution, when you do this preparation and when you write down, make sure you do it in the reverse chronological order, as in the latest project comes first and the oldest project comes last. Okay, now the step 2 towards preparing for writing down your self appraisal, again write down all the achievements over the year. All that you have achieved over the year must be written down once again in reverse chronological order. Then also write down all your certifications that you attained over that period of time, which is most likely as the past 1 year. And you also write down your contributions beyond your KRAs, because your KRAs will almost always be defined, or maybe 80 to 90% of the weightage of your KRAs would be towards your contribution in the project that you're working on or the assignment that you're working on. It's very important that you also list down what were your contributions at the team level, which is beyond what you were supposed to do, how you help the team. Also write down what were your contributions at the project level, because normally a project or an assignment can have multiple teams. You could be part of one team. So write down your achievements or your contributions beyond your own KRAs, and also make sure that you should pen down the contributions that you made at the organization level, because these are the things which make a lot of difference when you share with your appraisers. Once again, make sure you do the last first, as in collate all this information in a reverse chronological order. Now, in the process of preparing for writing a self-appraisal, the step 3 that you need to do is write down all the self-learning initiatives that you have taken to make sure that you are able to contribute effectively to your role and the KRAs that have been assigned to you. Then also write down your self-learning initiatives which you have taken on your own for taking up higher responsibilities or also taking up additional responsibilities. And then write down how did you apply these learnings over the year and in what context. Now do bear in mind, till such time, the step 3 that we have just looked at, so far we haven't even started writing a self-appraisal. We are preparing before we write the self-appraisal on either the portal or the form which is given by the HR folks for you to write down your self-appraisal. After completing steps 1, 2 and 3 on a piece of paper or a notepad using a pen or a pencil, once you have collated all that information, now comes the step 4 wherein you will fill up your appraisal form, your self-appraisal. Now, the best thing is that all these notes that you've taken will not only help you in filling up your appraisal form, but also will come handy when you go for your appraisal discussions with your manager. So do make sure that you write it down on a notepad which you can carry for the appraisal discussions as well. All the best and do well in life. Thank you.